just before we start recording, I just want to just say a few words. Thank you, everyone, for letting us have the studio. And thank you for helping Kayden. It's been great, haven't you, Kayden? Is there anything specific that you want me to say so Thornton can come in on the Midnight Song and
we're gonna
announce
talk,
the
we're gonna talk about the
songwriters?
Midnight Song,
Right.
and then we're going to do all that.
Right, okay, I'll just take this off.
Yeah, go ahead.
My hair's flat on top there.
So do we need phones? Do I need phones?
Is there an extra
I
one?
didn't see you.
This is,
Well,
I know there's this one.
well, that's, she's
She's got that.
Oh,
There
Kevin,
should
you
have
have
been one
yours.
over
I mean, I didn't know if I need a phone or not.
Well,
You want to give us
Oh,
a
no,
Kevin
well.
needs it.
It's okay if you don't.
You don't
I
have
don't have to do it.
All we gotta do is plug it into the.
Yeah, I can use. Is there room for this one? For mine?
How far out? There's a, is it?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't have to.
Right there, 4.
That's what it's missing.
But it probably would help you to hear
You good?
how level you are.
Yes.
Oh, if it's
It's cutting in and out now. I don't know what happened. but
Are you,
it
but
just-
it might be because you plug that in. I don't know if it.
I don't know.
Who's cutting it? Me? Or-
No,
No.
it's on the thing. It's like doing that.
Stretch, but it's.
Do you hear it?
I just.
Hear what I'm hearing?
I have
Because I
these
can't
phones.
hear
These
it
are new
anymore.
phones. I can
Okay,
just-
unplug them.
Huh?
Unplug
I have the
them.
6 actor.
I can.
Oh, you do?
I can hear him fine.
No, yeah, because
I can hear him fine.
why can't I hear myself through these?
And this one
Wait a
is,
minute. Which one are you? You're on 2. And 2, try. Let's
Check. No. Check.
You're plugged in. You're.
Check. Oh yeah, I can hear it now.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Hello and welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. We're live here at the Works at 360 in Brentwood here at our pre-party. We got Miss Sassy Vize and Thornton Klein of Clientele Records. Sassy and Thornton, how you doing?
hey, we're so glad to be here. Thank you, Kate, for the honor.
Yes, thank you, Kayden. Hello, everyone from England.
So Sassy, I'm going to start with you because you've been in Nashville for about a month or so now. Is that right?
2 months.
2 months, yeah. How has it been here in Nashville?
It's been very busy and writing a lot of great songs with a lot of fabulous people, including Thornton Klein, who sat next to me now. So, I've got another month to go, and then I've got a gig to do in England for Manchester United Legends team with a celebrity team for a football gig. So I have to leave for that. So, yeah, and I'm doing this CMA Fest stuff with you now.
Definitely. So you've learned a lot of things since you've been here in Nashville and staying here, that a lot of things are different in England than they are here. What is the most challenging thing that you've learned since you've been here?
Challenging. Doing your hair and makeup every day.
Well,
Wearing
don't you
a
have
nice
to?
fancy outfit every day and going,
Well, don't you have to do that in England?
Not so much. I do, but because I write more songs in Nashville, especially for my writer Jan Buckingham, because she loves fashion, she loves my fashion, so I always wear something really nice for her. But the most, apart from the, getting dressed up and everything, making sure that you're focused and you've got to stay positive and you've got to stay on the ball and you've got to make sure that you're doing it every day, because you can't waste any time in Nashville, just to show up to do 1 or 2 things. You've just got to be kind of doing it every single day. So that's the most challenging thing, doing things 7 days a week here. Yeah. That
is so true. And Sassy, you have an exciting week. You are releasing your song Midnights. Tell us more about it.
Well, Midnights is actually out already now.
Okay.
So
it
people
is
can
out.
go and get it now. I've written it with the wonderful Thornton Klein and also Michael J. And they've both had Billboard success and TV shows for sync opportunities. They've got hundreds. Both Thornton has written, is it 140 books, Thornton, that you've written?
Well, not that.
It's
I'll be
hard.
up there competing with James Patterson, who's at 180. I've actually had 42.
42.
Yeah,
I thought
42.
it was 140.
No, but-
okay. But it's still a huge amount.
But
of
it's a
books.
lot, yeah.
And he's had a lot of success with his, with your children's books, haven't you? He's had a lot of success. So he is a genius writer, Thornton, and so is Michael J. Michael J wrote Toy Soldiers. You'll all know Toy Soldiers, Martika, and he got a song called Hot Summer Nights in Top Gun.
Oh,
as
wow.
well.
That is amazing.
And loads and loads of hundreds of films Michael J's songs are in as well.
So how long are you in Nashville till Sassy?
It'll be the 20th, the latest, because I have to fly to either Paris or Dublin before I go back to England. So that's my cut-off point. So it's actually it's a couple of weeks now, and then I'm done. It's not a month, is it? It's 2 weeks. Because it goes so fast.
Yes,
it's
it does.
like you blink, and it's the next day. You blink, it's the next week. You blink, it's the next month, and it's like that.
It just goes by so quickly, doesn't it?
It does, yes. So Midnights is a dance song, and it's been received very well with radio, and it's on your show, Kayden, on your radio promotion show as well, for global airplay. And we're going to be talking about a little bit more about that maybe on the next interview, because I'm also releasing I Want to Be the Queen of Country and A Little Not a Lot, which I wrote both of those songs with Jan Buckingham, and she's had cuts with Whitney Houston, Crystal Gale, Journey, and a lot of famous bands and artists. So yeah, she's my Queen of Country.
Well, there you go. That is absolutely amazing. Now, Sassy, we got some great things coming this Friday at Connect. We are going to be doing a featuring you and a Writers Round Thursday, and then we're featuring you for your song Midnights, and we're doing a little bit of a get together with all the artists and a little showcase. So we're super excited to have you along for that, and help you get ready to talk about your song Midnights.
Well, thank you so much. And obviously, I'll be singing Midnight. I Want to Be the Queen of Country and A Little Not a Lot. And good news, Jan sent it. I'm not allowed to mention any names, but Jan sent our song A Little Not a Lot to somebody that's in the Country Hall of Fame this morning. I'm not allowed to say who.
At least not live.
No. She'd probably tell me off.
Well, that's awesome. So what's coming up next for you? You're going to be going to Paris, and then you're going to Dublin, and then you're going back to England. Are you going to be doing any shows there?
No, I literally go to Paris or Dublin as a stopgap, because I have a very beautiful tiny Chihuahua, and I have to do 2 flights with her, and I have to get her back to one place. Because since the Brexit in England, you can't fly doggies in the cabin to England. So you have to go via an EU country, European country. That's how you have to do it. Yes. So the government in England are trying to change that right now, but it's not in full force yet.
Oh, goodness. That is interesting. Now, Thornton, I know you have Clientele Records. You work with a lot of people, including Sister Shay, who we're going to be interviewing in just a little bit. Tell us more about your record company, what you do for the artists, and what's coming up next for you.
Well, we have 10 artists right now, and we've had 14 number ones on the record label. They're Euro charted songs, the world indie charted songs, and just came off the road with Rachel D. Lynn, who is my artist too. And she is kind of a rock artist. She just had a number 1 called "Can You Hear Me Now," and it was on 4 different charts. So technically, that makes she has 4 number 1s, which is amazing. I didn't realize that. Every time that you chart in a different chart, people don't. I guess all the songwriters don't realize that you actually have another number 1. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So, like if it's on Billboard for number 1, and then it was on Cashbox or another. It's number 1 still.
And also tell What Would Santa Do that we wrote together. Tell Kayden how many stores that we got for that.
It was 580,000
store plays across America and Canada, worldwide as well.
That's one thing I wanted to say. Any songwriters out there listening, people that are listening, songwriters, that don't underestimate in-store airplay, because we're always concentrating on airplay, which is important too, like Kayden's show and all. But there's also in-store radio airplay, and people don't understand that. A lot of people don't. But you can have a song in 50,000 stores Can you believe it? On one, like let's say I'll just give an example, like McDonald's or something, Burger King
Yeah.
or one of those. You can have them in 50,000 stores worldwide, and you still get paid to that. Isn't it amazing?
And
That is
bumps
crazy.
up
Yeah.
everything. Like what would Santa do? That's our Santa
Yeah.
song,
Mhm.
which you played that and
Yeah.
did
December,
radio promotion, yeah. And it had 45 interview requests for that, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Kayden? Which we're sorting out this year. And also, not only did we have 580,000 stores, we had gymnasiums across Canada and America.
Mhm.
The list is like 3 pages long, how many thousands and brands and playlists it got on that song. So when we put it on the other global promotion, we're thinking that Midnight's going to fly. So we've only just started with Midnights, haven't we?
Yeah, we
Thornton?
have. It's very true.
But we love it, don't we?
But there's a lot of overlooked or underestimated avenues of revenue for songwriters,
Yeah.
everything from video games to ads, commercials, jingles, in-store,
Yeah.
name it.
Because I think as a songwriter and an artist, we don't earn any money since the streaming. And people say, oh, I don't know why you're doing it. There's no money in it. But if you get really serious about it and, you meet somebody, you meet a few people like Thornton, they can guide you. And he mentored my songwriting last year. And now I'm starting to think the more, you can't just be a one-trick pony. You've got to do other genres. So I've done a dance song, a disco song with Billy Lee, who got a song in Nashville series. We've wrote a disco song together, me and Billy Lee. And, it's just, you've just got to think out of the box. And, it's not so much artists competing against each other anymore. It's more to do with the love of it and get read up on it. Start reading books about it. Start studying songwriting. Start going on songwriting, courses, get the help, because if you find out the things that I've been finding out from, especially last year till now, I'm actually now getting excited about it, that I might be able to one day buy a house with a swimming pool on the roof, just like Shania Twain has.
You kind of look like Shania Twain. Do you get that a lot?
Yes, I do, and I did do a Shania Twain tribute.
Okay.
Don't impress me much.
There you go. You're the British Shania Twain.
I am. Yes.
Well, Sassy Bize and Thornton Klein, thank you guys so much for
Thank
your
you.
time today. Is there anything that I forgot to mention that you guys want to mention?
Well, there is one
Yes.
thing that is another revenue source that actually produces revenue very quickly, is versus having to wait for your royalties from BMI or ASCAP or CSAC, and that is sync licensing. And recently, I have had some things in film. I have a film out right now it's called Was Once a Hero. Jacob Jones is the artist here in Nashville, and it went to #1 on the charts. But it's playing on the end credits along with John Carter Cash's songs too on this movie called Was Once a Hero, and it's in theaters now and also streaming. So I'm just saying, don't underestimate that either, because you don't have to wait for your income. If you get a song placed in a movie, any kind of film, like Netflix film or Hallmark, whatever, they will they give you some upfront money ahead of time.
Songwriting as artists, we're listening all over the world. There is money in it, but you've just got to get astute about it. So I haven't earned my royalties yet, so it'll be probably a year. You've got to be very patient. Once you've done a great song and you've got some accolades with it, it'll take a year to collect all the royalties for it. That's correct, isn't it?
It's very correct.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I have been in Taste of Country magazine.
It's great.
Congratulations, Sassy.
And they compared me to Shania Twain and Shania. So there was pictures of me and Shania Twain comparing both our outfits.
Oh, really?
Because I did do, I started Shania Twain tribute act. I've just said that. So yeah, so it got picked up by the Mail first of all, which is the biggest newspaper in England, and then Taste of Country took it off them. So it's a bit embarrassing because they have made a lot of stuff up in it, that story. that I was obsessed with Shania Twain. And
Congratulations.
comments like she should get a life and she should do her own thing and stuff like that. Which I do my own thing because I'm Sassy Visa now and I've found my own little thing. And Kayden is taking us to the Opry to meet Brenda Lee backstage.
We'll
and
be
I'm
doing
very
interviews right
excited
from the
about
backstage
that.
at the Opry, and our whole crew here at the King Gordon Show. We're super excited to be back there and doing interviews.
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
So much fun being on your show, Alice. I've always
Yes.
wanted to be on your show.
I know.
And
We
thank
just
you for
never
the
worked it
honor.
out. So I'm
I'm really-
glad we got this in person. Not everybody has that luxury of getting to do it in person. So
Yeah.
thank you, Sassy and Thornton.
Okay,
Thank you.
We're clear.
I didn't mention the BBC